very happy to be here to share with all of you about our Galvanic Spa. Okay, so of course, right, you all know that the benefits of Galvanic Spa for the body, yeah, is actually for all of this, right? Be it for cellulite, for stretch marks, for orange skin. Yeah, I think this one, right, very, very simple. If you want to get the results, right, just follow as per the instruction sheet given to you when you actually get your Galvanic Spa. Yeah, and truly, right, it definitely makes a difference. Yeah, especially if you want to go to the beach, girl, or even if you just want to look at yourself in the mirror, right? I think really having a smooth skin, yeah, for your entire body, right, definitely makes a difference even in our own confidence, okay? So really, I think this is the first thing, okay? The second benefit, right, that our Galvanic Body Spa have, okay, which maybe many people do not know, is actually for varicose veins. Okay, so of course, the Galvanic Spa's main intent is to reduce cellulite and stretch marks, as well as improve texture and firmness of the skin, right? But it also helps with blood circulation and relieving the tension. Okay, so if you can see here, right, this is actually the official PIP of Nu Skin product information page. Yeah, and if you know, right, Nu Skin as a company, they're a company that doesn't overclaim. Yeah, they're a company that doesn't like to talk too much, even though, right, any specific product actually gives even more benefits than what they claim. They sometimes don't even claim it. So the fact that you see here, right, what is the benefit of using pulsating galvanic current on the body, right? They actually did mention here about how it improves osmotic flow. Yeah, and it actually is increasingly important for delivering key ingredients to areas with thicker skin. Yeah, and enhances fluid vibration. Yeah, and of course, one of the fluid vibration is your blood, okay, blood circulation, yeah, and if you can see here, right, even customers with varicose veins can actually start to improve. Okay, but what other fluid vibration, right, that actually this Galvanic Spa can help? Okay, if you look at the next slide, yeah, it's actually with lymphatic drainage. Okay, so lymphatic stuck points, right, is when there's actually stuck fluids, right, that is actually on your lymph nodes. Okay, so what it does, right, with this lymphatic drainage, it is a form of very light massage using H-shot technology to improve lymph flow in the body. Okay, so really on the outside, right, have you guys actually tried lymphatic drainage before? Not through Nu Skin one, not through Galvanic Spa. Try before or not? She tried, no, never. Ladies, I think maybe more ladies have tried before lah. Okay, I've tried it before, and one of the ways people do it is through guatsa, also guatsa, and also this brush thingy that they just do on your body one. Yeah, got right. Yeah. So this is an alternative, yeah, where you actually don't experience pain. Yeah, you don't actually experience pain, right? But it is equally or even more effective. Yeah, and of course, besides just improving lymph flow in the body, right? To be honest, once you do your shoulder more, your shoulder put your skin also nicer one. Okay, so that's the side effect of doing lymphatic drainage using the Galvanic Body Spa. Okay, so the benefits of it, right, is for detoxification, yeah, edema, cellulite treatments, yeah, even cellulite treatments, you really clear out your lymph nodes, right, also helps. Scar tissue, spider veins, redness, and acne. Yeah, so actually all this, right, is actually due to stuck lymph nodes. And you start to experience that if let's say you have stuck lymph nodes, especially at your neck area, you will experience a bit of tightness or tiredness when you actually have stuck. Yeah, or even let's say, right, some people, even actually here also at the armpit area, right, you also have lymph nodes one. Actually all over your body, right, you have a lot of lymph nodes, okay? So really today, right, we'll just specifically just do the demo for the neck. But of course, if you do actually want to know more about the other parts of your body that has lymph nodes, right, main ones are, okay, that will really, once it's stuck or make you feel a bit more thick and bloated one, right, is here. Okay, so your armpit area, right, there's a lymph node here. So once you do here, right, you start to realize that even your arm, before you do the arm part, right, it actually starts to reduce in size already one. And then if let's say for your thighs, right, it's actually at your groin area, the connecting area between your groin and your legs, right, your thighs, or that area there, right, that part there is also a lymph nodes. Yeah, and then another part is behind your knee. Okay, behind your knee, if you just press the part behind your knee now, it's a bit more sensitive one. Okay, so like what Mei Li mentioned in the group chat, right, is those parts that you feel that once you touch, how come it's a bit more sensitive one, right? Yeah, normally it's actually lymph nodes stuck in those areas. So you can actually use the Galvanic Spa for those areas as well. Okay, so today I'm going to do a demo using this, and I'll teach you guys how to do demo even for your customers as well. Okay, so first thing is you need this, and you need the head attachment. Okay, for those of you who never used this before, okay, one easy way, right, to know which side is the front, or because it looks quite similar one. Wait, let me turn off my virtual background. Okay, so if you can see here, right, there is this line in the middle here, this very small little line. Don't know if you can see or not, but you'll go and look back at your old Galvanic Spa device. There's a line one, and the line basically indicates that this is on the front. Okay, so you know that you won't put it wrongly lah. But anyway, if you put wrongly, right, it wouldn't clip on one. Okay, so after that, from there, right, you apply the gel. So what I like to do is, instead of using my hands, right, I will use the Galvanic Spa. Okay, so I put one row and I just apply first. Second one. Okay, and third. So I'll normally apply 3 rows of this body gel onto my skin. Okay. All right. So you can see in this slide, right, that there is different points that you want to tackle. Okay. So the first one, right, is actually in front here. Okay. Let me just turn on. Okay. So you turn on to number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Number 4, right? Make sure you wet your hands. Okay. So if you're doing it for someone else, your other hand has also to be wet. You make it wet, right? And then you have to touch the other person, because this is using galvanic currents. So if you're doing for yourself, you don't have to, okay? But if you're doing for someone else, one hand touching the device, the other hand has to touch the person. Then only, right, the current can conduct, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so number 4. So you want to start in front here. So you start in front of the ears, right? And when you do, you can try on yourself first before you do for people. Roughly, right, you can feel that there is a like little, not to say hole, what do you call it? Like a groove there one, okay? So here, right, when you do, it's a bit sensitive one, a bit pain when you actually rub on it. Kind of like lumps in a way, but it's like, got a, y'all come give me some words. Okay, so you can do here, okay? And after that, you go behind the ears. So behind the ear, right, you will also feel a bit like sore, and there will be a bit of a bump there one that you can actually go over it. That's actually called the occipital nodes, okay? The one that you can see in the slide. Yeah, so that one. Okay, then after that, you can go down. So as you go down, right, you see that my device, right, is lower than my hand. Why, right? It's because this will help you to use less energy as you do it. If you do it like this, very tiring one, because you actually use a lot of energy. But if you just do this, right, when you do for your customers or even for yourself, actually, right, it's the device that is just doing the pressure. You don't have to put any pressure at all. Okay, so just downwards like that. So I'm actually using a very, very little strength, very lightly doing it, but it actually applies pressure already on the skin. Okay, and then when you do it, right, make sure that the whole time, right, you hear the beep sound, okay, because that indicates that the device is moving and it's conducting, all right? And besides that, right, when you actually do on the neck, you can actually feel like lumps or bumps on it, okay? And then you can do it all over until the shoulder also. Okay, so as you continue doing, right, yeah, so you can see, again, my device at the bottom is lower than the top. So this helps you to do it with less energy, okay? So if you can go to the next slide. Yeah, so the body shaping gel, right, when you first start using it, it's actually a bit brownish one, like orangey brown, okay, and clear. So what happens is when you actually start to use it, you can look at the color of your body shaping gel after the treatment. And that will also show you, right, the condition of your body. Okay, so the first one is actually if it turns watery, meaning it becomes a little bit even more clear color, right? And watery compared to the initial, you know that it's actually your body having high inflammation. If it turns milky color, right, meaning a bit whitish and a bit less translucent, it means you have high acidity content in the body and it may result in tiredness. So here, right, as you're actually doing for your customer, right, you can slowly take it off and you can show it to them, the difference in the color, okay? So mine, right, has turned a bit milky color. And it's true that then you can ask them, hey, your gel, right, turned milky color. Like actually, right, are you feeling like a bit sore or tired or not? Yeah, in your body. And normally, right, the answer is yes one, especially if it's becoming milky. Okay, if it turns grayish, right, means it contains heavy metals, toxins from computer usage, airplane radiation, and cigarette smoke. So normally, right, people who actually flies a lot, like if let's say you do for a lot of air stewardess, or pilots, right, or people who always fly, definitely, right, they will actually turn a bit grayish one. Yeah, it's not like gray, but you can see that the color turn a bit grayish. So here, right, you know that they actually need to also drain their lymphatic lymph nodes, okay? And if let's say, right, they don't fly a lot, but they still have grayish, right, it means maybe they're always charging their phone right next to them, very, very close to them, or even, right, maybe high use of computer, meaning every single day, right, really facing the computer and their body is actually absorbing it. Okay, really besides that, right, we've also experienced some people that always dye their hair, especially those multicolor one, right, that actually turns out, right, after dyeing their hair when they do this, it actually turns a bit purplish or pinkish depending on the color of their hair one. Okay, so the next one, if it's yellowish and sticky, right, meaning it become a bit thicker and yellowish, right, means lymphatic toxins have been extracted. Okay, and if let's say there's bubbles, yeah, means there's dampness in the body. Okay, so really, right, if you look at mine, okay, I won't do the full 5 minutes because of timing, right? But if you look at mine, right, it's actually a bit milky, okay, which is because of the high acidic content and tiredness, right? And you can see, actually can't really see that, but there's a bit of bubbles as well, one, which also means that there is also water retention and it's also yellowish, okay? Which means there is actually lymphatic toxins being extracted. Okay, so really, right, I think with this, you can actually allow your customer to see that, it's actually working on their body. And normally, right, they can actually relate to the results of what you see one. Yeah, and with that, right, you can show them that, actually, if you continue doing, right, it will actually improve. So if you ask me, right, if you do longer, will those like bumps disappear? Actually, it won't, because every day also you're very tired one. Every day also you're accumulating toxins. But when you actually do it frequently, right, you start to realize that this tiredness will not be there. It will be less. Yeah, and at the same time, right, even your face, it will actually start to, if you do for the full 5 minutes, okay, it will start to be a bit smaller and higher, sharper one. Okay, so make sure, right, that as you do, you don't only focus here, but you always go back here again, and then go downwards again. Okay, so continuously do that for the full session and start to see, right, that even your face gets lifted up and there's less puffiness in the face area or even your shoulder area as well. Okay, so I think really that is actually the lymphatic drainage process. Very, very simple, very, very easy. Okay, and really make sure, right, after doing it, you don't wash it off, but you just wipe it off first. And don't shower for another 1 hour before, wait for 1 hour before you shower. Okay, yeah, so next slide. So really, truly, right, our beauty devices are really world's #1. Okay, and really, like I said just now, Nu Skin doesn't overclaim. Yeah, and really everything that they claim, right, in the benefits of the products, you can definitely be rest assured that it has that benefit. Okay, and really not just Nu Skin own self claim, right, but this is actually by Euromonitor that really named Nu Skin as the world's #1 brand for beauty device systems. Yeah, even our Lumi Spa, right, something is a facial cleanser, right, and so many other companies already have it. But within the first 4 months of launching the Lumi Spa, we already captured 25%, a quarter, right, of the whole world's beauty device market just with the Lumi Spa alone that time. Yeah, and really, I think today, right, that's why with all of our devices, with the upgrades and all, right, we are already the #1 brand for beauty device system. And right now with Empower Me, it's going to be launching us, right, from the world's #1 beauty device systems, right, into the world's #1 and only integrated beauty device systems ecosystem. Yeah, so I think really for us, right, exciting times await, but more importantly, right, start to practice first, start to really do these demos, start to really be familiar with it, right, and start to demo it for your friends and family around you. Okay, because really people need to know about this technology, and this will help them open up their mind, right, and their hearts to what ageLOC products the brand is, and also the ageLOC opportunity. Okay, so I think with that, thank you so much, and I pass back the time to Ethan.
Wow, thank you, Sydney. Yeah, so I think really I think a very good section, right? Yeah. So in every day, these 30 minutes, right? You can really learn so much from our master lah. Yeah. So actually, they are master because they really put a lot of time to do it themselves. They really go and study, right? Yeah. So I think you can see this motion, right? If you want to do for your friend, you can start to do from yourself first. Yeah. You can see really how do you feel, and then I recall, right? My upline tell me, right? I can lift up your face without touching your skin, your face. This is the